you connect with that breath, maybe finding a little bit of a seat or a straight seat, maybe shoulders back and shoulders maybe stack a little bit over the hips. Yeah, and offer some neck rolls if you want to roll the neck a little bit. Just noticing any areas that might catch a little. Just observe it. And then we'll send some breath there when you come to stillness. Send some breath to any part where you notice maybe a pop or a crackle or a little bit of resistance. And those of you that have been in classes before where we've kind of targeted shoulders, you've heard me say that those can be synonymous with our shoulders. Oh, I should do this. I should have. I should. And so with our inspiration from our Eat Dessert First book, you know, the title, it says, Life is Uncertain, Eat Dessert First. And I think that right now we could all give up a big, yeah, no kidding, given the situation that we've been in and that we're in. And so with that in mind, just thinking about what we spend our energy on, if it's a bunch of shoulds that we really don't want to do, that really don't even need to be invested in or energy done, and where we maybe might want to direct energy. I'm not suggesting we shirk responsibilities, but we could just really investigate when we start a statement of, oh, I should, or I need to. Just explore it. And maybe eat dessert first instead. So with that, in our mind and our hearts, let's roll the shoulders up towards the ears, really, really exaggerated. Yeah, and then drop them, exhale. Yeah, roll them up again, lift them up, inhale, drop, exhale. And just do that a couple times. We can inhale, really exaggerate, hold it, and then when you're ready, exhale, let it all go. Do that a couple more times. Kind of letting go of all the shoulds, all of those kind of obligations that are no fun that might hang over our head. We can really exaggerate, feel them. Exhale, let it go, drop. Maybe one more time. And big old, let it go, really good. Now let's roll the neck out. Going both directions, maybe pausing with the chin to the chest, if you want. Ear to the shoulder, I'm gonna pause. Just kind of pausing in each way, even a little angle towards the back. Feeling into that neck. Really noticing the muscles in the neck, maybe how they connect to the back or the throat or the chest, or even connecting to the shoulders. Not rushing through the neck rolls. Maybe you want to move quicker through the neck rolls. And after a couple rounds, let's bring that neck to stillness. So maybe the chin is pointed down just a touch, just the hair in your chin, tilt it down. We'll lift our arms up. And when you get those arms up, sink the shoulders down so there's space between ears and shoulders, fingertips reach, sits bones ground. The back is still somewhat straight, but it's a natural straight for whatever your natural is. And then exhale, release the hands down as if you're moving through peanut butter, like press through the air. Exhaling as we go. And then spider fingers on the floor. So the tips of the fingers are on the ground. And now let's walk our left hand out towards the side, maybe far. Bring the right hand to the hip or the thigh. And then tilt the head towards that right shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. You can walk the hand in a little bit but just maybe noticing the side of the neck, that left side. And now let's exhale, walk that hand a little bit behind us. Maybe tilt the chin towards the chest. Not a lot, just a little. Maybe notice if there's a pull somewhere. And pause. And then when you're ready, you can either stay there for a breath and bring the head to neutral, or you can walk the hand back more out to the side straight and bring that head up. And then walk the hand in, maybe bring it to the hip, and then bring the chest to a knee and out in front, and maybe roll the spine out a couple times. Yeah. And then switch the opposite way. Maybe feeling a little more awake just with that little twist or this little roll here. And then bring the shoulders stack back over the hips. Maybe even notice how one side of the head feels different than the other, if it does at all. Inhale to lift the arms up, drop those shoulders, ground the sits bones, float the hands down, exhale. Spider fingers at the bottom. And then walk that right hand out. And then bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe pausing when you feel a little pull, if you feel one at all. And then up to you if you want to walk that hand back, kind of behind us a little, tilting the chin towards the chest. Breathing. I always kind of notice that I tense my legs and my knees start to lift a little bit. So try to relax the legs and just let go and not resist that neck that you're feeling. And then walk the hand either back out towards the side, or leave it where it is, and bring the neck to neutral and back up. And then exhale, sigh. Let's bring our arms up and inhale. And then exhale, float them down. This time coming kind of behind us as we float them down to open up the chest, open up the shoulders. So the spider fingers behind us. And then trying to keep that spine straight, leaning everything back. So kind of reclining, but the hands are behind us. And then kind of puff the chest up, drop the head back. And then exhale, bring that chin to the chest. We're still puffing up the chest. And then bring the back kind of to neutral. So unpuff the chest, walk the hands out to the side. And now bring the arms in front. And then exhale, bring the palms to center. Press the hands together. So as we press the hands together, you maybe notice feedback in our shoulders. And now let's exhale, press up, and come all the way to stand, rolling up on our way. And inhale, you can bring the hands above. You can bring that right hand down, reach up with the left. Maybe send it all the way over to the side. Ground that foot with that extended arm. Exhale, bring that lifted arm down to the side so the left arm comes down, right arm reaches up, ground that right foot to the floor, send the hip out. Yeah. And then back up to center, bring both arms up above the head. Exhale, hands come down. Yeah, now wiggle out the knees, grab that block wherever you got it. And if you don't have blocks, you can use a couple Kleenex boxes and bring them between the forearms. If you have a block, bring that block between the forearms. So I kind of lift the leg up and bring the block there. And then we're going to press our forearms into the block. You can bend the knee, pressing the arms together. And then release the press, and you can let the arms kind of relax. Yep. Inhale, lift it up again. Press the forearms into the block. Feel that shoulders active. And now from here, maybe lifting the elbows up just a little so the elbows are in line with the shoulders. Yep. And now let's exhale, go over to the right. Keep those hips forward. Still pressing into the block. Exhale, come through middle, go all the way over to the left. Keep the right leg down, hips forward. Exhale, back to center. And then release the block. Release the arms down. You can set the block off to the side and then shake the arms out. Yep, and then we're gonna scoop our arms behind us. Find the block. Get the block between the hands. So it's behind us, we're holding that block. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold halfway. Then holding that block between the hands. We're just holding it there to keep our hands that distance apart. And if that doesn't quite work, then you can use your strap or your scarf and just bring that scarf or the strap behind us. And we're just gonna hold it up, creating space between the arms. And now bend the knees, hold the block with one hand, come all the way up to the sky, and then hold that block with both. Pressing the hands together on that block. Grab into the right foot, let's step the left foot back. Crescent lunge. Yes, now press the block with the hands. And then exhale, fold it forward part way. Maybe fold it forward and bow just a little bit more. Maybe feeling those shoulders really getting more. And then exhale, fold all the way so that block comes on the inside of the foot now. Now press the left hand into the block and we're gonna sweep the right hand up. Now as you press into the block, really press hard and feel the shoulder lift up and then the right arm reaches for sky, creating some space. Now let's exhale, bring the right arm behind us. Maybe finding that left hip with the back of the hand. Feel the chest open. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring the right hand to sky, palm facing out, so palm facing towards the right. Now exhale, bring the hand down to frame the foot. Move the block out of the way, lower that knee, send the right knee back. And with our hands about shoulder distance apart, let's let the elbows come wide out and then lower the chest between the hands, pause at the bottom, and then exhale, press back up. And now come all the way to the stomach. So tops of the legs, stomach, chest on the floor. Now bring the arms out like a Y in front of us. And on our spider fingers again. So we're on our spider fingers. I'm gonna come like this, maybe you can see my hands. Okay, so spider fingers, arms out like a Y. Okay, lift the heart, lift the chest. Legs are straight, mine aren't. And now we'll exhale, lower that left shoulder down, bring the right elbows and the left shoulder down. And press into the earth with that right hand. The right elbow, right shoulder lift, the left shoulder presses down. Inhale and exhale here. And now exhale, come back to center. So the left arm lifts again. The whole heart and the chest lift in the center. And now exhale, dip that right shoulder down. So the left elbow's bending a lot, coming up, and the left shoulder is coming down. Maybe even the side of the cheek, the right side of the face comes to the floor. One more breath here. And now exhale, press into that right hand to bring the right arm back off the floor. Heart and the chest lift. And our wide spider finger version of Bhujangasana, breathe in. And now exhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press up and back and come into downward facing dog. Breathing in and out in downward facing dog. Maybe notice those shoulders. Maybe bending the right elbow out, bending the left elbow out. And then maybe bending both elbows just a little bit, kind of a version of our downward facing dog push-up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, bending both elbows if you want. Breathe in. And now exhale, let's step our left foot forward. The right ball of the foot grounds. Make sure that block is handy. And we'll inhale, rise, holding that block between the fingers, lifting up. Yes, now press the hands on either side of the block. So my hands are pressing into the block, lifting up. And then when you're ready, we're going to draw that belly button into spine. Exhale, fold it forward, about just a little bit forward, maybe 45 degrees. Now press the hands into the block, feeling those shoulders fire. Exhale, fold a little more. The heart may be parallel with the knee, pressing the hands into the block. Breathe in, out, in. Now exhale, fold all the way down. Let the block come on the inside of that foot. Now press hard into that block. and lift up out of the block and lift the left arm to sky. So feeling that strong right shoulder, and then bend that arm. So maybe the back of the left hand is towards that right hip, or just keep that hand on the left hip. But this is going to open up our chest and our shoulder here. Breathe in and out. And then exhale, bring the left hand to frame the foot. Let's move that block out of the way. Bring our left foot back. So now we're in Palakasana, plank pose. Maybe you lower the knees, or you can keep the legs lifted. A couple breaths here. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, and bend that right arm a little bit, and then straighten the right arm. Bend the left arm so the elbow is out, and bring it back. Maybe you want to bend both at the same time. You kind of feel the head lower. Kind of Adho Mukha Svanasana, push up, lowering down if you bend both elbows. And now let's exhale, lower those knees. Send the seat back for extended child's pose, Utthita Balasana. Now feel those fingertips really reach. So come into the spider hands again. So spider fingertips press into the floor, and the heart reaches for the knees or for the ground. And now with the left hand in front, let's exhale to send the right hand back. And so the right hand reaches for the back right corner of the mat. And extend through the neck. Imagine that extension as the right arm reaches back. And we'll breathe in. And then exhale, bring the right hand forward, on spider fingers still, and bring the left arm back. So the left hand spider fingers behind us towards that left back corner, and the right fingertips in front. And then exhale, bring the left hand back to the front. Lower the palms down. Let's lift up to tabletop. And then exhale, bring those tops of the legs down, lowering down, maybe moving through a little cobra, reverse cobra. Now bring the left hand out in front on some spider fingers. So the left arm is in front. And now sweep the right arm back so the palm faces the thigh. Now bend that elbow so the back of the forearm, the back of the hand is on the low back. And now lift up, just lifting the heart, the gaze is still down. And then lift that right arm off the low back. So it's not resting, this is hovering. And press into the floor with that left arm. Breathe in. And breathe out, bring the arm out, that right arm out, and then sweep it forward. Come hand to spider fingers. Now press the fingertips into the floor. And then exhale, let's bring our arms into cactus arms, hover the heart. So a variation of locust pose here with our arms hovering in cactus, heart hovering. And now let's exhale, bring our hands behind us. Fingertips reach for the heels. If you want to try that with a block, then bring a block behind you. And just hold that block as you reach the block towards the heels, opening up the shoulders. And if you don't want to try that with a block, just reach those fingertips back. Breathing in and out. Now exhale, lowering down just a little bit onto the heart so we can bring that right hand forward on the spider tips. Bring the left arm forward. Inhale to lift the heart. And then exhale to sweep the left arm out to the side, and then bring the back of the forearm, the back of the hand to hover over the low back. Maybe you kind of rest it on the low back first. Get situated and then hover it. Pressing the right fingertips into the floor. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And now exhale, sweep that left hand to the side and then back up so we have our spider fingers. Even lower down if you want to rest the arms just a little bit, rest those shoulders. Then come back up, spider fingers. Exhale for our cactus. Arms hovering the heart. Draw the belly button into spine, but not really active core, kind of relaxed, but we're still maintaining awareness. Now option to grab that block as we bring our fingertips behind us. Point the block or point the fingertips towards the heels. If you want to lift the heart a little bit more than we did before, you can. Reaching for those heels. Maybe you bend the legs and the heels come towards the block or towards the hands. One more breath. Exhale, lower the thighs down, lower the legs if they're lifted. Release the block, let the arms come to the side, just lower down onto your chest. And sigh. And then breathe in. And exhale out. All right, now from our same position that we're in, we can meet in downward facing dog. If you want to move through a vinyasa, you can. So make your way to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Maybe you lift up into plank. Maybe you want to go into Chaturanga Dandasana, to upward facing dog, to downward facing dog. So meeting in down dog. From here, let's bend that right elbow just a little bit. From the left, straighten those arms. Maybe we bend both our elbows. So they both come out to the side. The head kind of lowers down. You can do that a couple more times if you want. Or you can just stay in downward facing dog. Noticing the shoulders and how the scapula feel and our Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right, now from here, let's come back to Bahalakasana. And now roll it forward. Walk the hands really far in front. Come down onto the stomach, lowering down. And now send the left arm out like a T. And we do this in our yin yoga. I'm going to show you here for today. So with the left arm out, we're going to roll over onto the left side. So that left shoulder is down. Maybe the right shoulder is stacked a little bit. And you can bring that right arm behind you. So the forearm in the back of the hand, maybe touch the low back. You want to bring your head onto a block. You can. Keep that spine straight. Maybe you reach that right hand in the direction for the left arm that just hovers, and that's okay. Some people's hands meet, mine don't quite meet yet. Another breath here. Now exhale, bring that right hand back over the body and across to the floor. And then bring the face parallel with the mat. And now when you're ready, you can kind of shake the hips out, bring the feet to the sky, maybe in windshield wiper the legs back and forth, lowering the feet. With the right arm out like a T, come onto that right side, so the shoulders kind of stack. Again, that block, like a pillow maybe, for the head to keep that spine a little neutral and not so much stress on the neck. Feel the front of the shoulder open. You can bring the left arm up and rest it on the hip, or maybe that forearm and back of the hand face the low back again. Finding balance, however, makes sense for you with your legs. You can roll back over that shoulder as much or as little as is comfortable to just open. And then another breath in. And then exhale, bring the left arm up to sky. And then out to the side, exhale, move the head off the block. Maybe just rest the front of the body on the floor. And pause. Now breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. So with the hands under the shoulders, let's press up and back, find Adho Mukha Svanasana again. And now here you have your choice. If you want to bend those elbows out really wide and notice the head kind of lowers for a couple push-ups, Adho Mukha Svanasana push-ups. Feel those shoulders respond, or maybe you just move one at a time. And after a couple breaths of whatever feels good for you, let's lower those knees down and come into a seat. Have that block handy and the strap too. And then when you come to your seat, let's stack our left knee on the bottom and our right knee on top. And if it's not quite possible to stack those knees, then find your block or a blanket, and just position those whatever way is going to help you to kind of maintain this. Or you can always have the left leg out and the right knee over. So either way. Now with that strap, let's bring our right arm up, holding the strap or the scarf. So the scarf is behind us. Left arm in front, so the thumb is up. And then rotate it so the palm faces the other way, and then sweep that hand behind us. And then again, the back of the arm and the back of the hand come across that low back, find the strap, and then just walk those hands close. This is our Go Mukhasana. So from behind, looking like this, wherever those hands are, and just pull that strap apart. Stretching the tricep, the shoulders. Couple breaths here. Really nice job, guys. One more breath in. Now exhale, release that left hand, and then the right hand might come flying up, so watch out. Send the left arm out to the side. Lower down the right arm. And then we have our spider fingers at our side. Now, whatever might feel good for you, maybe you want to walk one over to one side and tilt the ear to the opposite. Maybe you just want to reach your arms out, maybe behind you, grabbing opposite elbows, opening up the shoulders. Okay, release. Wherever you are, bring the hands flat if they're out, bring the hands to the side if they're behind you. And now switch directions on the leg. The thunder thigh out a little bit if you want, and so the right knee's on the bottom. The right knee on bottom, left knee on top. And you can always extend that left leg out long if that feels better on your hips. So find what works for you. Find that strap, this time in the left hand. So left hand up with the strap, so it's waiting for that right hand. Right hand out in front, flip the palm out to the side, sweep it back. Bend the elbow, so the back of the hand, back of the forearm is facing that low back again. And then walk those hands up the strap or up that scarf. You can gaze down, you can gaze up a little bit, but really pull on that strap. And breathe. Feel the active core. Exhale. Now whenever you're ready, release that right hand, the bottom hand. Watch that left arm so it doesn't fly out as you release. Bring it out to the side. Maybe both arms out to the side. Maybe just flip palms up and down towards the sky, towards the earth. And then you can shake it out, roll back. Maybe find opposite elbows for some neck rolls. And then, when you're ready, find your Shavasana. Offering any movements on the way. You want to do a gentle seated twist, or maybe when you get on your back, hugging the knees in. Maybe dropping them out to the side, one side and then the next. And then let those shoulder blades and the shoulders, the backs of the shoulders melt into the floor. Let go of all the shoulds. Breathe breath into any remaining tension. And let your body integrate. Let's offer a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh, let it go. Now, whenever you're ready, rise up to a seat. Maybe you want to stay on your back a little bit longer. When you find that seat, pause and scan the body from foot to head, from shoulder to fingertip. See what else you might need before we sign off. Maybe roll the neck, maybe find opposite elbows, flare those shoulders out. Maybe bring hands to heart, elbows out in line with the wrists, pressing hands together. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste.